You're muted, dude.
That's exactly what I said to my muted mic. Uh, we made it. I was beginning to wonder if it was Friday because I already missed Wednesday, apparently. Jeez, I missed
Yeah, the
Wednesday.
days they happen like that, If you don't pay attention to them, they just right by.
Yeah, like I forgot to stream and everything. Like I had no idea it was Wednesday until about 11 o'clock that night. And then I was like,
Bro.
shit. What happened? What
What
happened?
happened was
Well, see, remember when I said Stellaris is a dangerous game for me to play?
no, but sure,
Okay,
go ahead.
so anyway, Stellaris is a dangerous game for me to play, and I started playing it about midway Wednesday,
Mhm.
and then I realized it was 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. All
And
right.
then I realized it was 3 a.m. And then I was like, okay, we're gonna shut it down. I've already uh went to war with like five different alien species at this point, and I'm about to go to war with the humans federation over there because they have two solar systems I kind of want under my
Mhm.
control, and they're ticking me off because they suddenly revoked my access to move through the space. So I just committed a genocide of another species that was rebelling against me.
But
So
I
I
mean, did they deserve it though? Like,
They were rebelling. Like I took their entire area because I wanted one system. Okay, just one system, right? And I went to war with these couple of species, these couple of alien races, so I could grab these systems, so I could get all my systems together, right? So they
mhm.
wouldn't be separated. And the second I did that, apparently whoever owned these two systems suddenly went into revolt against their own people, so now I'm not at war with them, but I'm in war with the group on the other side of them, which was a problem because I can't move through them because now they've closed their borders to me. But I also ain't at war with them, so I can't just go through there or anything. So then I had to go to war with them, decimate them. Somehow didn't get the two areas I wanted because somebody else had claims on them who joined me in the war, and I wasn't paying attention to that. And then I took like all these, like I think it was four planets in a
Wasn't it
line,
supposed to
kind of
be like
down.
your cozy, relaxing game?
It was,
Mm.
and I took these four planets, and I was like, well, they're mine now, and but they're disconnected from the home system, right? Because there's this path they have to go through, and it's got to go through these two systems. But it's okay. The other humans control it, and we're allies right now. I can move through their space, so it's not a big deal. It's just two systems I have to move through. No biggie. It'd be all right, right? Well, then they were causing me problems on these planets. Like they were in active rebellion. In fact, I got a notification saying they're like actively rebelling, dude. Do something. I was like, all right, crack down on crime. We're gonna crack down. We're gonna put a governor over there. He's gonna lay the smack down on everybody. Okay, right?
Mhm.
And it wasn't working.
Hmm.
I was looking at it. I was looking at the species that made up the majority of the population on these planets, and of course, it was them because we took their planets from them and enslaved them because apparently indentured servitude wasn't good enough for them, right? And the Terran Empire was like, "Well, we got some humans down there. You know what? How about this?" So they've got like a subspecies that's smarter, stronger, that sort of thing of them, right? So it's sort of evolved. So half their species has sort of evolved into a better thing. And I'm looking at it, it's like, well, the base species makes up like a good 40 million of them or something, right? And the other one makes like 20 million, 19 million, something like that. What if we just go ahead and just systematically eradicate the base species?
What?
Can they rebel then if I do that? So I went ahead and made them undesirables, made a plan, said, okay, we're not going to displace them. We're just going to exterminate them. The old fashioned exterminatus thing. And we purged every one of them. And suddenly the rebellion stopped. It was magical. It was great. I was like, I knew what I was doing. Yeah, see? Exterminate everybody. They can't rebel. It's
I feel like
great.
I can't comment on any of this, or you're going to get you're going to not demonetized. You're going to get like You're going to be put in a class. Your
Probably.
whole channel is going to be stricken because I'm just sitting here
We're
like,
talking about a video game here called Stellaris, okay? So then the human empire, because I'm one half of this human empire, right? So I'm playing like this Lost Colony scenario where I'm the Terran Empire. Our colony ship crash landed somewhere, and we started there away from the rest of the humans. Okay, so we don't know the other humans, and for whatever reason, the humans are literally next door. This normally whenever I play the start, they're not right next to my starting location, but they were this time. And so you've got the Earth Federation Alliance or whatever the hell they call themselves, right? Uh,
oh,
and they I guess saw what I had done to these guys, and they weren't happy with it, so they have now barred their borders from me. They said, we're no longer friendly. We're going to tolerate each other, but you can't move through my space," which is a problem because half my armadas are in that southern sector right now, and now they can't move to the Sol system anymore. So they can't come home, and there's like two of them up there near the home world. The problem is my entire system has been slammed with a solar storm for decades. In fact, I think it's been centuries since it's been slamming the system, which has been systematically draining the shields and the hull plating off of every ship. So everything I have to have like has to be at the fringes of my territory, or otherwise it's screaming at me that it needs repairs. But it can't repair because the solar storm has been there for decades, and it still has like 6 decades before it even thinks to move somewhere else into the galaxy and leave me alone for a second. It's been just a bummer to have that solar storm there. So I'm on the verge of declaring war with the other humans because I need those two systems. I think I'll just claim those systems, go to war, go completely decimate their everything, and then at the end of the day, just have my two systems and go like, all right, you fuck off some more, guys.
well,
Just
the
for
important thing is that it doesn't take over your life, and also the gaming with the side assault stream. So as long as that hasn't happened,
yeah,
we're in the clear. But
yeah.
I,
And I've been trying to make my guys synthetic, and I forgot how to do that. And it dawned on me earlier at work how to. So I need to do that, but it's not going to be tonight. Otherwise, you'll lose
or
me.
perhaps a detox is in order of some sort because this seems to be a problem, sir.
One day. But yeah,
This is a
that
cozy
game's
game, ladies and gentlemen. The danger of video games. That's right. Will they
that
rot
game
your
is
brain? No, they won't
dangerous
rot
for
your
me to
brain. They will
play.
make you think, but they will engage your brain so heavily that there will be no room for other things IRL, you know?
No, no, but I really need those systems, and it bugs me. And anyway, it's a problem for me Monday, I guess. What are we doing Monday? Is anything happening Monday? Oh crap! You know what? I don't know. It's one of those games that just takes over my whole day.
It clearly has. I'm just like, dang, bro, this seems to be a little bit of a problem. I mean, I
Listen, I
was
went
kind of
to
making
war
fun
with
of you
like
earlier, but
5 other
I think that
species to get to this point. And just yeah. Anyway, so Marathon's been having some fun.
it really
Hi,
has just the best of fun.
they found a new floor.
Holy
Look at it.
crap! I'm sorry, I was looking at the Steam sales. You know, like the latest Destiny packs are like they're down like 90%
Oh wait, shit,
in
really?
in price. Like they're like $2 for the expansions.
I know they were in deep discount during the free week. I think the whole thing cost around $25, but I hadn't seen it lately. Did it drop down further?
I'm not sure if there's like a whole I don't know what Destiny 2 Renegades is though. 'Cause that one's the most expensive one.
Renegades.
Like there's Lightfall. I know that was one of the newest ones. That's $2. Final Shape, that was a big one. That's $2. I don't know what the crap
Ugh,
Renegades is.
summer sales.
I love the summer sales. I'm
Oh,
gonna buy
what's
so much
that?
crap I don't need.
Pop Goes Arcade. What is that? It's free.
I don't know, but we're not gonna do this
Five
show
Nights at
if we keep
Freddy's.
looking at this. I'm very sorry. I have distracted the stream. I mean, to be fair, I had to have my turn to distract the stream from things that we weren't
It's a
supposed to
Five
talk
Nights
about.
at Freddy thing, so I don't
Pop
know.
goes the dead forest. What
Mm,
is that?
yeah, it's for free right now.
I
100%
I'm
off.
so done with pixel art. I just hate it. I hate it so much.
Anyway, so Destiny.
That's why I
Destiny
got to Destiny.
2.
Okay, right, because we're making fun of Marathon.
Our final.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that is. Um.
Yeah, so they're still at least
Yeah, they're still right
outwardly.
where it is. 80% off for the D2 collection, which is $24.99. That's still what it is. But yeah, deep discounts there,
Yeah, that's crazy.
including emote bundles and all that good stuff for $49.
Yeah, that's pretty mad right there. I think Renegades must be the brand new one that just came out. Is that the last expansion?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Um,
No,
I
this was
guess
December
the Fate of
25th.
Edge, the current one.
Bro, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
because it's I was going to say it's normally 19 something, but they're all. Oh, maybe it is Renegades then. I mean, it's the top one here, so yeah, there's a good
Well, that
chance.
was December 2nd, though. It says for the release date, December 2nd, 2025. There must
Uh,
have been another one that came out just.
well, they
I don't
had the
know.
one that they just launched. Was it for free?
Um, I forget the way they used to do their releases. They used to do seasons, but I mean, again, I
Um,
stopped a while ago. Let's see. I was Yeah, so they might not like they gave them like little tiny names. The expansions weren't like the big names, you know?
yeah,
So,
yeah, I thought they just launched their last expansion thingy, but I don't know what it was called. So
I think it was Renegades, but it was probably like another thing inside of
mm,
Renegades. So like they'd have like a big season and then they'd have sub releases inside of that
two
season.
DLC. Forsaken? No.
Forsaken was great, but dude, that's like when I started playing. Of course, I
Um,
start playing when they kill off the best character.
see, I don't know what it was called.
Okay,
Expansions and yeah.
so it looks like the search for the floor continues because I thought that 10,000. I thought we'd agreed marathon on 10,000, like a good even 10, or was it 13? It was between like 10
It
and
was between
13,000.
like 10 to 13.
Yeah, like 10,000 was during the week and 13,000 was what they got to during the weekend. What the heck, Bungie? What are you doing?
Yeah, it looks like Renegades was the main thing, but they just launched something. I just don't know what it was called.
Well,
Anyway,
like I'm saying, I think that they would do a big season, and then they would have sub releases inside of that season, so that way it would keep
oh
being
well.
fresh and funny. Ooh,
Yeah, I
and we're
mean, right
starting to tick
now,
down again, bro.
we'll see. It's usually that first curve, and then it will pop up a little bit, right? Because that's how it is. This is that first curve right now, which is about the
Maybe,
8,000.
maybe.
So it will just pop up a little later tonight. But yeah, no, that's where our marathon is sitting. This here is the future of Bungie, ladies and gentlemen. The future of Bungie.
Yeah,
Could have been this, but it's
could
not
have.
this.
Dang.
Currently sitting at 86,000 with
Right now,
83%
it is sitting
away.
where Marathon was when it first released. When Marathon was the hot, sexy thing on the block. Well, it was never sexy, but the
Yeah, it
the
was
hot
never
new thing on the
sexy, but
block.
yeah, pretty close to it. Disney's still bringing in better numbers.
Yep. Because it's a bigger game. Like, it just
Hmm.
is. There's so much more to do in this game. But yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, it suffers from too much to do and not enough direction.
Yeah, that is the problem with Destiny 2. Destiny 2 has a lot to do and there's very little direction. So if you don't have like a desire for things to do already, you're probably going to be like a little bit lost. If you have some homies though, it's good fun making people's heads explode. It's great. Until the dialogue starts trying to make you feel bad about it, whatever. Oh, did you
Well,
see the Bungie release on their was they released on their website, talking about how sad
yeah,
they are? Okay. Well, I wasn't sure
we
if you were
got
gonna
it.
talk
It's
about it.
just we got this first. I
Alright,
should have
fine.
probably put this stuff behind it, and I didn't think about it before we start talking about all the layoffs and stuff. But I kind of forgot this was in the front.
Alright,
Uh, but yeah,
fine.
so um, actually, you know what? Why don't we just move this to the back then? That makes that simple and easy. Boom. There we go. All right, so yeah, Bungie Studio head Justin here. He's gone. He's stepping down.
You know what? I am glad to see this. Not that I know that he particularly did anything bad, but he was the overseer of a lot of bad decisions, and that's kind of the thing. Yeah, oh, he was the guy who said that,
He's
"Beware of
that
over
guy.
delivery, you're creating patterns."
Yes.
Man, those words, those haunted. I
That,
see, the thing is that I
that
know what he was saying though. I know what he was saying, but that is not something you need to be substantially more artful when you say it. Like I understand
I mean,
you say don't start off don't blow your load at the beginning. I get that, but like dude,
I get that too, but the problem is, he's over here preaching mediocrity instead, and it's like, no, the players expect like Bungie to do those moments. Like,
yeah.
we expect we have come to expect those moments from Bungie, but we also understand we're not always going to get those, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like Bungie had built up such goodwill, by the end of Destiny 1 and stuff, and into Destiny 2 when it came down to it. It's like we expected the best, but we get it. Sometimes you don't always get there, but it's Bungie. They'll get it again, you know? And then this guy comes in and it's just like, no, 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 no. Don't do that because that's all they'll ever expect. And it's just like, there's nothing wrong with that, though. It's like
I
we can expect that, we can be let down, but we're also forgiving because you made such bangers up to that point.
Well, no, they'd had struggles. They really had. They'd had a lot of so Forsaken was the one that really I think that's the one that really got the footing back for Destiny cuz Destiny came out and everybody loved it and then they're like, "Man, we want Destiny 2." And they came out with Destiny 2 and they had done a lot of tweaks, but I think they over tweaked it. And so a lot of the player base was mad. Now, I'm just getting this from secondhand information. A, I'm a normie, so I don't know nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean
And
Destiny 2
two,
is where things started going downhill anyway, for the most part.
but the thing is that they had when their Forsaken expansion came out, everybody was in on that because it was great. It was really well done. Witch Queen was actually pretty good. What else was good? And then they had like they started doing seasons inside of it. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I thought that it was reasonable just because of the fact that you're consistently paying for content that's brand new. It's almost like a whole new game each time inside of the framework of your old game. Because the story changes around so much. There are all these new things to do. So I'm just like, yeah, I didn't mind that so much, but I understood people who did. But yeah, I mean I understand the idea of like don't set expectations to something that you can't meet, don't come don't show up in like a ball gown, with like your hair done to the nines if you normally dress like, in t-shirt and jeans and like, your hair in a
Well, I
ponytail
mean,
or something
there's
like
there's
that.
also a difference than setting expectations, as in we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then you never achieve X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, see, that's
So
the thing,
that's what they were good about doing was they set lower expectations back in the day, or at least that's how it was when they were doing Halo, because that's when I was a huge Bungie fan, right? They had these expectations, and they're like, we're trying to do this, this, and this, and then they would just exceed those expectations.
yeah what
So
I
you
what
know,
what I remember is that he was also saying like you're putting out too much content at one time, and people are going to expect that amount of content, and you guys captured lightning in a bottle for that one, and that's cool and all, but we can't maintain that speed. And so It should have been something more like we're a marathon, not a sprint. So we want to make sure that we have something that's more even and we're not basically giving our players whiplash or something like that. But he was just basically like, nah, bro, just do less. And everybody took it like, I'm sorry, are you promising us worse stuff because you don't want us to be disappointed? We're disappointed now and we know it's on purpose. So now we're pissed.
Well, I
We're
mean,
both
those
disappointed and
words are
angry.
gonna haunt him forever now. Every time he goes anywhere at this point, they can hire him over at Xbox today, and
Hmm.
everyone's gonna go and be like, ah, yeah, whatever property he's attached to is in the shitter now because he's gonna show up and be like, do less, guys, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. So,
Yeah, he's gonna have to
I
take a
mean,
role where he doesn't say things because when he says things, he says retarded things and they make
he
people
needs a
mad.
PR department. He
But yeah,
needs his.
I mean, clearly bad decisions were made. I mean, bad decisions still being made. So, yeah, because they're like, yeah, we're gonna shut down Destiny and double down on Marathon. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that sounds
mean, the
fantastic.
smaller version that cost a whole lot, and you're gonna continue doing what you did with Destiny, but just with substantially less story, less game, less interest, less customization, less everything? Alright.
According according to the marathon stands, it costs a heck of a lot less to apparently, I guess, manage marathon than it does Destiny.
Well, you know what? I could
But
believe that though, because
when it
there's so
comes,
much less there.
well, I mean, when it comes to it, it's just like maybe they should ask themselves why that's the case. Because I mean, let's take Blizzard for example.
Yeah.
They suffer from the same problem that Destiny 2 currently has when it comes to onboarding new players.
Mhm.
They couldn't. Okay?
Yeah.
There was too much to do, zero direction whatsoever when it
Yeah.
came down to it. And this is how Blizzard fixed that problem. It maintained that old content, but now that old content is now, I guess it's not taking all the focus, right? Because it doesn't need to. So essentially, what they've done is they've gone with like these whole, everything conforms to your level kind of thing, right? So I can't
Mhm.
remember what that system is called. But if you're five in Burning Crusade, you can then go do Wrath of the Lich King content also at level five, and it's not going to be this big deal, right? But the way they do it is they have like this new starter island they implemented, I guess, three expansions, two expansions ago, or something like that. And essentially, as a new player, you go funneled into that, and it teaches you the game, right? No matter what you are, you go through there. If you're horde, you got this horde story with it, and it teaches you how to play the game. And then at the end of that, it funnels you into the current expansion for the most part. Now, if you're making another character, or you've done this once before, whatnot, you have the option to skip that and go to the old starting zones. So if you already know what you're doing, you want to be dropped off in classic WoW era or wherever, and just go on about your about, you can go do that. All right. And then they've also introduced this thing where you can sort of pick the expansion where you want to go. So if you want to go and level up for the most part, you know, or maybe it doesn't fall into the current one, but anyway, you can pick one of the 15 different expansions WoW's had throughout the years, and you essentially can level up 1 through 60 or 1 through 80 or whatever the level cap or near the level cap, right? Till you hit like that 10 below, and then it funnels you into the current expansion kind of deal so you can finish that leveling experience with the current day stuff. But that's how they've done it. They've maintained that, and now they don't have to go back and like constantly be maintaining this whole 15 different expansions, constantly having to do that because they're just sort of funneling everybody into this one direction. And if you know what you're doing, you can go do it. That's cool. Or you have the option to go do it. That's cool. That if that's what you want to do, but it gives you some kind of direction. So there's not like this huge over presence that we have to maintain this particular thing to the nines because it's already been done. There's no reason to be dealing with that at the moment. Deal with the current stuff.
Yeah, I it yes, you're right. Destiny did have that problem where when you would load in, you just were so confused. And the thing is that, especially if you joined because one of your friends wanted to play, you were locked behind so much stuff because a lot of the stuff that they were doing was in-game stuff because they kept releasing new stuff. This is one of the problems with a game like that. I mean, honestly, we had that. I think that that's a problem though when you have anything that has a that has a any sort of progression in it, where you level up your character, you level up your weapons, whatever, and you have social spaces. Because I remember when I would load in for PoE or even freaking Sunhaven with you and Chad, you guys would be like, just go around and just blow everything up, and I'd be like, I'm over here fighting this one guy and he's kicking my butt. I have to keep running away and healing and using all my items, and then Chad would just walk over and kill him with his aura. So it was just like so I feel like that's kind of just a problem that you have with any game that has like a social space like that. You're gonna have people who feel like they're left behind. The onboarding experience, you're gonna kind of complain about it. It's gonna be solitary for a while, and if the game isn't strong enough in showing you how to do it, like I was able to play PoE by myself just fine. I was able to play Sunhaven by myself just fine. Destiny 2, I was super confused. And I don't I will cop to being stupid when it comes to shooting. Meg can't shoot. Meg can't shoot. Meg can't drive. Okay. This is, if you watch my gaming streams, Meg can't shoot. Meg can't drive. Meg knows this. But, but Meg is not a complete idiot. Okay. She can usually figure out the thing you're supposed
Mine's
to
on
do.
the
I
sniper
had
rifle.
no idea. I had literally no idea. I was like, wait, what? Where am I going? What do I do? I don't understand. It was just, I don't know, it was a little bit baffling as to what to do, and then when you did figure out what to do, it was just kind of it felt flat, and you're just like, "Why am I doing this?" It was very odd. So, yeah, it's just they did have that problem, but like I said, once you get into it, it's kind of like, in my opinion, like watching The Office. Like, unless you're into, like, super cringe, uncomfortable humor, you need to watch, like, at least like, everybody who watches it and says it wasn't for me, I'm like, "Give it 3 episodes. If it doesn't grab you by then it never will, but you need to give it some time." For me, I would like, the first episode, I was about done with it until the very end, and then I was like, "Alright, maybe I'll give it another episode." By episode 2.5, I was like, "Ah, dude, I'm all in." I mean, this is like the best show of all time, and it's pretty good. I do own the entire set, in both standard definition and Blu-ray, sir. So,
Of The Office?
yeah,
The US or the UK version?
US.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
okay, so here's the thing.
I've only seen the US version, so I just asked.
Well, I tend to find, British quote unquote humor to be kind of, um, cold and callous, and they're like, "Isn't that funny?" And I'm like, "No, that's you being a
Well,
dick. I don't understand." It's just they're like, "Isn't it there's no heart in it." Like, we Americans, we like underdog stories, and, like, that's the thing. So, like, in the British version, from what I understand, what's his face doesn't have any redeeming qualities.
I don't
Michael
know. I've never
Scott.
seen the British version. I just know it exists.
Yeah, from what I understand, Michael, whatever Ricky Gervais's character's name is, has no redeeming qualities.
Uh,
They
what is
had
it?
to give Michael Scott some skill because we found it repulsive that he was just there being a cock up, and he was just a jerk, and he couldn't be like, he had to have something that balanced this out to where we could stomach him, because otherwise we wouldn't stick around. We'd be like, "No, he needs to die, and this show is full of terrible people."
It's
So,
horrible.
yeah, so that's
Oh,
the
he's
thing. He
great though.
Michael
Dwight.
Scott, for all of his
Dwight.
faults, he
Yeah.
loved he had these charming boy child qualities, where he really just wanted to be like everybody to like him and everything like that. And he really cared about people, but also he was a little bit of a he was, self-centered, like a child,
Yeah.
honestly. It's very much like a kid. So, and he was very competent at reaching people like a salesperson, and I was like, this totally makes sense. If you ever put a salesperson in charge of an office, this is what happens, okay? I love you salespeople, but mein Gott, what the heck? Like, you need to be you need to be locked up in a specific area, and you just make rainbows in there, and that's fantastic, but you can't run stuff. Like, it's not okay. Like, we less colorful, interesting folk will just do the day-to-day stuff, and we'll make the boring plans, and you will just let you out and you just paint the whole town chartreuse, and that's fine. But, like, yeah. But anyway, In the American version, yeah, but, like, Destiny is kind of like that, where man, how did I tangent that? That was a hard tangent.
Went from Destiny to The Office.
But because you have to give it time, okay? Destiny 2
Uh,
takes time, and it takes
alright, I
more than
talked
2
about
episodes,
Stellaris
my
for 20
dude, it
minutes,
does.
so it's okay.
You know, if you don't, because the thing is you start off with bad guns, you start off with, like, literally, like, maybe, 1/10 of your actual awesomeness and power. No, wait, no, at the beginning, you actually do start off with some powers, and then you get BTFO'd, if I remember correctly. I don't remember because they changed the intro a couple of times, so, anyway. But
Well,
yeah, and the
I
the the
I think the
actual
other issue is the fact that you have to, like, pay for everything. Like,
um,
when it seems like you have to pay for, like, all the different stuff going on.
well, the thing is that if you don't know, you don't know. If you just started playing Destiny 2, you wouldn't know all the stuff that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's true too. It's just, with something it's supposed to be an MMO, but with something like WoW, you buy the current expansion, you have access to all the past stuff. You don't have to buy everyone individually,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
that's kind of crap,
And
and
with
I thought that's what they
ESO, you pay them a subscription, you have access to everything. You don't have to buy it individually. So,
I thought that that's what they had done, but they've changed their payment model and everything over the years, and I stopped paying
I don't know, it
attention.
could be I just don't know it, so
For a
but
while,
now
it was free to play, but you would just you would even be able to play the new expansions and everything like that, but you would have to, no, you could play the new seasons, but you had to wait. So you had to wait for, like, an extra month or something like that, and everybody else
mm,
is able to play the new stuff, but you didn't pay the $60, which helps pay for the people who are, making said game, and, so, they're like, "Well, you can play it, but you just have to wait. You're a little bit later." But, yeah, I don't remember what they started doing towards the end because like, I was mad at them and I wanted them to shut down. I feel sad about it now, but, they kinda deserve it. Well, it's kinda like when your kid, says, "Oh, I'm gonna," you tell them, "Don't put your finger in that, you don't put your finger in the hand your hand in the fire, you're gonna burn yourself." And
and
they
then you
keep
do it.
dancing around it, you're like, "Dude, I'm telling you, don't do that." And then you turn away and you're doing something, they walked away, you turn away, you start doing something, you hear them scream because they put their hand in the fire, and you're like, "I feel bad for you, but also, what did I say? What did I say?" They
It's a
had burned
life
their hands, and
lesson.
we were just like, "Well, this is kind of what you deserve. You were being a twat waffle. We tried to warn you for years,
It's
and"
fine. My prediction is Bungie learns nothing. So, when it comes down to it, Bungie will learn absolutely nothing from this lesson.
Yeah, let's
So,
see.
Bungie internal memo.
Yeah.
Significant number of employees affected, most of the Destiny team, even some Marathon, some of Sony's support. Uh, Bungie ops are being reduced. Sony met with Bungie leadership for months to determine the studio's future. For months. Marathon remains an important part of our portfolio, and we will work on incubation efforts for future projects. Really, what future projects?
Do you
They
have the
don't have.
official Bungie statement?
Yeah, I do. It's up
Alright,
here.
cool.
We're going to get to it, but we also have the official Sony statement.
Everybody, you know what? Asmongold made a very interesting statement where he said, "Stop making these. Stop making these, because all it does is give people who hate you a chance to dunk on
Oh
you."
yeah, yeah. There
Because I
you can
totally
get
did.
a
I
whole
took my shot. I was mad.
videos out of this right here. You can make a video dunking on them from this one. You can
Mhm,
make an entire video right here dunking on them for this one, and
mhm.
saying, "Look, guys, we told you. Listen to the chuds. Seriously, I know you guys really hate the idea, especially all those who are putting the fries in the bag right now.
Yeah,
But listen to the damn chuds because they are telling you what you need to do to save your freaking game because they know what they want. They are your audience, whether you want them to be or not. Because when they're not, this is what happens. Half of you are putting fries in the bag
yeah.
when you don't listen to them.
Yeah, it's just and that's the thing, they wanted an audience. I think they despised the audience that they had, and they wanted to turn their audience into something else. This is a very girl-coded thing, honestly. It's, the mothering instinct not checked, basically, you wanna guide the young minds and show them how they ought to be. "No, little Timmy, you shouldn't like that, you should like this, because liking that makes you kind of a sociopath and a crazy person." But these are freaking adults, and no, it doesn't. So A, your compass is broken, and two, these are freaking adults. This is not your job. These are not your children. Just put out a game. Stop trying to tell everybody who they need to be and how they need to be and what the right side of history is. And they couldn't do that. They couldn't get out of their own way, and they kept doing all this social virtue signaling stuff. And the thing is that if this had been a girl hobby, it would have crashed and burned years ago. But y'all are so long suffering. You guys would just be like, well, I mean, whatever, man,
Hmm.
and then you would just play it anyway,
Oh
but
yeah.
until eventually there would be a straw, there would be a final straw, and it would be like, "You know what? Forget it, I'm tired of it," and you would just and you would say no more, and that's what happened, and that's why it took Destiny so long to actually, like, completely fall off, because it kept losing, but you guys kept trying to put not you guys, but guys kept
Yeah.
trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. I was complaining about it way before my husband
Well, I
before
mean,
my
World of
husband quit.
Warcraft has been dealing with this for a while too, because they've been girl coding
Yeah.
WoW for years at this point, and it's slowly, but happening where it's turning. So it's
Yeah.
like the stories of old that actually made you feel badass and want to go do something and save Azeroth. We've all been there. It's like for the Horde, for the Alliance, for Azeroth, and it made you want to go in there and do something. And we're
Mhm.
just sort of getting these lackluster. It's like, do we really have to do
Lo
this? Like,
Yeah.
is this
Lol,
the
so
thing we're
random.
doing?
They're more personal stories, they're on a smaller scale. You're not, linking armed with brothers, you're, like, that one rebel who nobody understands, and it's like that kinda crap.
It was like when they removed Hellscream's thing. I think I complained about that last stream too.
Okay, we're not gonna go into that again. That was a very, very long lore. I was like, "Okay."
Listen, we can go back and we can rewatch Final Fantasy VII. Oh, but yeah, the Bungie statement with great sadness. We are announcing a reduction in forces as we reorganize Bungie, and then they're firing half the people, layoffs, putting the fries in a
Yep.
bag. As the leaders of Bungie, past and present, we recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations. Oh gosh, really? Destiny 2 fell short of expectations? Of all the games to hear that with, Destiny 2 was not the one I was thinking of. But yeah, Destiny 2 is falling short of expectations. What do you think Marathon's doing right
I
now?
noticed that they didn't recognize or say anything about Marathon, and I'm like, guys, guys."
Uh, yeah, expectations these past several years
They're
following
trying to,
the
like I just
fine.
noticed it. They're throwing Destiny 2
They
under the
are.
bus like it's all
It's
Destiny
all
2's fault.
Destiny 2's fault. It's
No,
like,
it's not.
no, it's you guys.
You know why we're laughing at you, right? Like, if the thing is, if it weren't for Marathon, you would not care. You wouldn't care. I would care because I'm mad about Destiny. But, like, this has become the laughing stock of the gamer sphere because of Marathon. Like, nobody cared that much about Destiny. If you liked Destiny, then you're pissed. But if you didn't, you're like, "Oh, whatever." You're like, it's like me when you're talking about WoW. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." But because if they put out another game that was like WoW Tales of something, and then they were like, "Yeah, but we're shutting down actual WoW," I'd be like, "Oh, that's a slap in the face. You guys must be so mad." And then with this shut down, I would kind of laugh. So they're not even acknowledging in this thing, which I didn't notice because I was just so mad that they're like, as the leaders, I was like, what it should you should be saying is, as the leaders of Bungie, we are stepping down because clearly we suck at life. But no, they just put out all this word salad. So that's all I noticed. But they're not even acknowledging what their actual problem was, which was the new game that they came out with. Destiny 2 fell short. Well, yeah, because of you. Destiny 2 was doing fine, and then you made retarded decisions. So it was you.
Mm.
It's not the game fell short. You fell short. You and your terrible decisions. You and your story ideas. You and trying to social engineer your players and trying to show them inch by inch, little bit by little bit, that they're just not as good people as you are. That they're just not good enough for you. You're so much more evolved than they are. I'm sorry, this pisses me off. I'm really mad now because they tried to put it all on Destiny. And for all of its faults and for all I'm mad at it, it's not as bad as Marathon, which they tried to replace it with, which is this tiny, ugly game. How dare they make it that ugly? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep reading. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. I said it's fine.
Expectation these past several years. Following our final content update to Destiny 2 and with our future projects still in early ink. What future projects, guys? You've got Marathon. That's it right now. You already said you weren't doing a D3, so unless you've got a separate game cooking right now, uh, season 3 of Marathon's all you're working on. Anyway,
Yeah.
we unfortunately could not continue operating at our previous sets. You don't say. It's almost like everyone saw this since the release of Marathon. We know this decision has a profound impact on the people affected, their families, friends, and teammates. While these changes are necessary to best position the studio now and for the future, that does not lessen the difficulty of this moment or the impact it has on those affected. Later, we will share more about the future with you. Oh, but today is not that day because we don't have jack shit. Today, we wish to extend our gratitudes and compassion to every member of the Bungie team who is currently putting fries in the bag for McDonald's. Actually, you know what? Maybe they shouldn't go to McDonald's. They'll make the nuggets queer or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, send them to Burger King. They can't fuck with the king, right? Right?
Mm,
Right? Or is it going to
what's a
become
place that
Burger Queen?
what's a place that I don't like anyway? Send them to like Taco John's in the Midwest.
Taco John's. We don't have those around here. That's fine. They can go to Taco John's.
No, because no. If you've ever been to Taco John's, I am pretty easy to make happy. I'm fine with Del Taco. I'm fine with Taco Bell. Like I like the street Mexican food that you can get that you may or may
Mhm.
not get food poisoning from. I'm cool
Yeah,
with all of
I'll
it.
make you flip that
It's
coin.
good. It's like pizza. It's usually like it's really hard to make it bad. Taco John's, I took like a bite and I was like, "What the heck is this? Like seriously, why is this? What is it? It is disgusting. It is so it's it's like the kind of Mexican food that you put ketchup on.
That's bad.
Yes, it's like they were like, "They put ground beef in this, right?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? Yeah, yes, but you season it." And they're like, "No." Wait, what?
What?
It's like unseasoned ground beef and lettuce, and
That
that's it.
that
I don't even
feels like
remember what
that
else
is
was in it. Like,
totally
I've
like
tried
that
to
is
wipe that experience from my mind because it was so bad.
I feel like that is like a white stereotype type of deal. Like it's like you
Oh,
got
yeah,
this
yeah, it
ground
is
beef, you
it's
slap
a
it in a
Midwest
tortilla,
thing. It's
and you're like, yeah, it's a taco. It's like there's no seasonings. What the
it's
fuck are
shaped
you
like
doing?
a taco, but it is
It's
not a
taco
taco.
shaped, therefore taco. Let's put mayonnaise on it or some bullshit like that. And I'm just like, why? Why do you exist?
Yeah. Hey,
Anyway,
guys, you need to go, like, bring culturally appropriate Taco John's because that needs help.
please, somebody.
You can't make it gayer than it is.
Go to Taco John, guys. You guys got this. Maybe you'll make what if they make improvements?
And honestly, like, I feel bad for some of the people there because I'm sure that there are technical people who do a good job, but, like, I'm sorry, that's what happens when a studio goes down, you know? When the people at the top make bad decisions, the people who were supporting them, the people who their good decisions give jobs to, well, yeah, suddenly they don't have jobs anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got the voice actor for the Guardian in both Destiny games,
Yeah, 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 he
giving
was,
his opinion. Yeah,
yeah,
I
he
don't
played
agree with
Saladin. Good
voice
voice.
actors that often, but that one's a good one. Uh, just bleh.
Well, yeah, no, he just did a dramatic reading. He's not, like, mad or anything like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was a good one.
Uh, but anyway, so PlayStation is deleting 551 purchased movies from its customers' account, reminding them that you own nothing and you will be happy.
And I'm just sitting here once again being like, "People, you need to buy things physically." I
This is why
understand
my
that
favorite stuff is physical.
yeah. I understand that for the most part, it is too late in the gaming world. We were just too amenable when they started putting out these things, and then Steam kinda made it worse because with the prevalence of Steam because, all of that's digital, and we were like, "Yeah, but, like, Steam prices are amazing." And so, yeah, I
And
mean, the
it's gonna suck
convenience.
when we lose Steam one day. I just
Yeah.
hope it never happens.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. It's
Oh, I
gonna
know it
happen.
will, but I'm hoping it will happen after I'm dead. So, give it 50 years ish, something like that, guys, before we make Steam goes down the shitter, please.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like, seriously, it's so great to just buy things physically and
It
just
is.
and then back them up so that way you can still have a digital version of it, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I still have a whole thing of DVDs. My favorite ones I have on digital. I have on physical discs
Mhm.
just in case, because there's also a lot of times I can't find what I'm looking for on these services because they've shuffled things around so much.
Yeah.
Like I'll just type it into my TV search bar and it will tell me, if it's playing on any of these particular apps or whatnot. And I'll look at it and be like, well, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. It's a good thing I have it on a desk over here. Jeez. I'm sure
Yeah,
that means
see
I have to do another step where I turn on my PlayStation and insert it, but it's a small step I'm willing to take. So,
see, this is where you'd make a Plex server, and then you would just always have it on your computer. That way, you're not watching things on your TV, which is also spying on you. You don't even worry about that. You just plug your television is just a giant monitor at that point,
yes, yes, it is. But
and
then
you,
I have to go and connect it to this. Anyway,
hey, hey, the extra steps are worth it, sir. They're worth it.
that is true, but I can just plug the disc in and I'm fine. Just in case somebody hits me with an EMP or something and I lose all my digital stuff too.
This is
That
true.
would suck.
Yeah, that's why you don't throw away the disc once you back it up. You keep that sucker. Like, you keep them both.
Keep that in a DVD player on a Faraday cage with a
Yes,
monitor,
exactly.
just in case.
And a television too, because,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have a
yeah, that too. All right, so Sony faces a proposed class action lawsuit over how digital purchases are presented on the PlayStation Store. Plaintiffs argue that the buttons like buy now and confirm purchase give customers the impression they are purchasing and owning a game when they actually are receiving a license for it. I got a phone call.
Well, that was adorable. Yeah, so plaintiffs argue that buttons like buy now and confirm purchase give blah, blah, customers the impression that they are purchasing and owning a game when they're actually just receiving a license to use it. The case is based on a California law that took effect in 2025, requiring companies to clearly inform customers when they are buying a license instead of owning a digital product. And the thing is that if they can still like yeet your game after the whole after whenever they feel like, then the problem that you have is that you're not even buying a license necessarily. Which is the permission to play the game. You're more like renting it. You're loaning it for, as long as they decide to let you still use it. And that's the part of it that really, really sucks, I think. Let's see. Sony's checkout page includes a notice stating that purchases are licensed under its software protection license agreement, but the lawsuit claims the disclosure is too easy to overlook. It absolutely is. That kind of needs to be like big red letters. They need to have something there. This is a license to use, and you need to know when it sunsets. If it sunsets. And I mean, honestly, I don't know why they're not just giving you the game, but whatever. We don't do that anymore. I guess this is a brave new world, and it's horrible. The complaint argues that labels such as buy now and confirm purchase can lead consumers to believe they are obtaining permanent ownership. Yes, because that's what buying means in our culture, in our understanding, in our language, dang it. When you
So
say you buy something, that means you bought it, not that you bought, like, the ability to look at it. Like, what the
yeah, so Stop Killing Games got pretty much stopped over in the EU after everybody had their meetings with the ESG or whatever it was,
Well,
right?
I mean, duh, like,
And
everybody knew that you don't go to, like, the EU for freedoms.
I know, but now California is dealing with this, so I'm glad that there's another prong happening because something does need to happen with all this stuff. This idea of purchasing a license, or I really wish we could get it legislated that if we're going to purchase a license, you need to just go ahead and advertise it as rent.
Yeah,
Rent
it
this
is. It's a
game for
rent.
X amount, because that's what it is, and and they're doing this thing where they're doing like with Kashi and stuff, where they're like, they're gambling, right? But
Mhm.
they're predictions or whatever it is, so they're not technically gambling. And only Australia apparently is the only country in the fucking world that can look at that and say, "You're an idiot. That's gambling," because they banned those those sites, calling it unregulated gambling. And they're apparently the only country in the fucking world who can see that and say, "That's what it is." Regardless of what language they call it, they're calling a spade a spade. Finally, somebody's got to do it. I'm just hate that it's Australia, not the
I know, I was
fucking
gonna be like,
US.
"Dang, when it's Australia, is that worse than France? I don't know."
Yeah. But I mean, at least they can call a spade, but nobody else seems to be able to do it. So
But they
I'm
call
just like,
everything spades, so that's the problem that I have. I'm just like, "Well, yeah, the authoritarians are gonna be mad about it because that's what they do," but, I mean, this is just more from a like, this is a kind of, "Oh, nothing, be happy" sort of mentality that just Americans tend to dislike in general, but we are being weaned away from it, honestly, we are, just because of the convenience of, having subscription services or something like that. I remember I was talking with someone at work the other day, and I sent him a file and said, "Now you put this on," 'cause he needs to do it on his side because it's his department. I'm doing something for
mhm.
his department. And I said, "Now you put this file that we're both gonna be working on, but you put this on your SharePoint site, and then just send me a link to it." He sends me a link, and I'm like, "Dude, I can't access it." And he's like, "Oh, okay, okay." It turns out when I go over there and eventually, he sends me another link and it's a different file. I'm like, "Dude, what the heck, man?" He's like, I don't know what's going on." So I go over there. I'm like, my guy, where is it? Just tell me where it is." And he's like, "I don't know." "What do you mean I don't know?" He's like, "I just opened it." "What do you mean you just," it's like, "Yeah, it just automatically saves on my computer." My dude, I need you to, like, live a little bit more intentionally when it comes to files. But I'm like, this is what, and I was just sitting here like, this is what our culture has come to. This is how we get, like, this whole subscription culture. This is how we get, "Oh, it's gonna be okay." You and I will not be okay with this, EO, but the next generation will be. With the
No,
"You don't own your games, you're just renting a license," and they're gonna be fine with it. They will. Like, we might still do it because we're like, we have no choice, but we're mad because we remember the freedom that you had with being able to be like, "Yeah, screw you, I'm just gonna play my game." Yeah, you're not gonna have that so much anymore,
nope.
or that's gonna be able to get taken
Listen,
away.
that's where we're doing the fights for this now. The next
Yeah,
generation doesn't understand it, what
they
we're
really
doing.
don't. We're the last people who can fight for it, guys. If we don't fight for it, the next generation will not. They do not understand. They look at you confused. We had this too when we would go to do our, swing dances, because we would do a performance, so you have all of these songs that we're definitely gonna have, and so there was another girl who was in charge of all of that kinda stuff because she was the team leader and blah, blah, blah. And she would just plug in her phone and she'd be like, "Oh, I have to make sure that I link this and I link that," because she was running them out of her Spotify account and off of YouTube videos. And I'm like, "Why don't you have a CD or a USB drive that just has all of the songs on it? What do you mean you're running it off of your Spotify and just hoping that the commercials don't play, so you're gonna put it on airplane mode or something?" I'm like, "What are you doing?"
That's why I use the puppy. That's why I use the Brave browser, so I don't have to deal with the ads.
But the thing is that sometimes they wouldn't be there anymore because it's Spotify and some maybe the rights have changed. A lot of these songs are old because
Oh
they're
yeah, I
swing
mean, there's
dancers. So
that too.
yeah,
I mean,
so that's the
personally, I
thing.
would put it on a CD or an MP3 or something like that.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
email them something,
if
yeah,
I'm
there should
doing like
be.
a class or something that requires me to have, I would put it on something and just not run it from there. If it's just me listening to music, I have a playlist. I'll queue it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine, just listening to whatever, wherever, like, if it's just for funsies, but the thing is that this generation doesn't understand that there's a difference between recreationally listening to something and I need to do something or I need to own something, like, if I need to access it, I need to know where it is so I can get to it again. They don't get that. It's
No.
amazing to me. My jaw was literally just wide open. I swear a fly could have flown into my mouth, back out several times for how long I was just gaping at her in confusion and utter bewilderment. I was like, "What do you mean?" So,
I'm being
yeah,
attacked
so
by
I
a
mean,
dog.
guys, if the fight's gonna happen, it needs to happen now and it needs to happen from us. We cannot like wait for the next generation because they just don't understand.
Yeah.
And they don't
I mean, they
understand why
already
we're
say
making a big
words
fuss
that I
about it.
sometimes don't understand anyway. So
Yeah, this is true. Our generation doesn't understand because we don't want to, though. We don't understand because
that
we're
is
like,
true.
"I'm busy and I don't wanna think about it. Just
It's like
whatever,
I
dude,
just
leave me
don't need
alone."
to deal with that.
We are the
Anyway,
leave me alone generation.
so apparently the campaign involved PS5 players will require an Xbox account and gamertag to play, as well as PS Plus to play split screen on co-op.
See, this
See,
is the
this
kind
is
of
a complete disaster. Whatever this is. Halo Studios has updated this now. Anyway, Halo Studios has updated its original Halo Waypoint story to confirm that a PlayStation Plus account is not required for. See, that's what I thought is what it was because I read the thing, right? And people were going on about how it was going to require everybody to have a thing. It's like, no, just the one person, if you're, if you're playing together, maybe needs an account, but not everybody is going to need it. Not for local split screen. And they seem to have updated it to say yes, that is actually what's happening now. So
Yeah,
Christ converted. It sounded like an absolute mess though when people were or when it was first popping up.
yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes I am not a fan of chimping out. I am a firm believer in stoicism, but sometimes we need to chimp the F out. Like, seriously, we need to make a stink. We need to be like, "This is
Oh,
unacceptable." You need to throw proverbial chairs, like, you need to, like, be like, "I'm not gonna take this anymore," because when you do that, you do get people to back down. I know, it's undignified, it's beneath us. We wanna be
you know
cool,
what?
have
We've tried the dignified path for so long. It's okay to do the non-dignified thing at this point.
yeah. I mean, it needs to be used sparingly and in proper context, but it can't be something that we're too afraid to do ever. And right now, I feel like that's kind of where we are, where it's just something we, like, never, ever, ever do. Go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, that was it. Just people were upset about it.
I'm upset about
It
it, and I don't
sounded
even
like
wanna
a
play these
complete
games.
mess because it's like how Helldivers was like, "Oh, you need to sign in to PlayStation Plus now to play," and everyone was like, "No, go pound sand." And it felt and it was one of those. It's like, "Oh, well, you need an Xbox account now, and now you got to sign your PSN and link it to your Xbox." And it's like, is there not going to be like any kind of into this madness at this point? It's like your Xbox has to sign into your PSN has to sign into your Xbox,
Yeah, that's the
just so everybody gets you into their ecosystem in some way, shape, or form, so they can say, "See, we signed up 58 million more people." I mean, granted, they only did it because they wanted to play one game, but they're not actually using the system.
I feel like whatever metric they're using to try to determine how well the company is doing, are kind of retarded. If that's what they're trying to do for like their shareholders or something like that to prove that the ecosystem is healthy, because I'm like, I don't think that's kind of what just determines it, chief, you know? I mean,
Oh no,
oh,
I mean, you and I both know that that's not what determines it, but that doesn't matter to who the investors or whatnot. Because when Sony can go and say, "Hey, look, we signed up 300,000, we had 300,000 plus signatures for PS Plus in the month of March," right? They can
mhm,
say, "See how awesome PS Plus is doing? That's amazing." Never mind the fact that those were all the people who was just playing Helldivers 2, and they forced them to sign into it so they can keep playing their game. They're not going to actually use PlayStation Plus or anything,
yeah,
but they had to sign in just to play their game.
yeah,
You know, it's
yeah,
ridiculous, but at the same time.
concur.
Apparently, Microsoft is reportedly considering selling Xbox.
What does the note say? Microsoft is considering options for
Options
Xbox,
for
including a spin-off, restructuring as a wholly owned subsidiary or a joint venture, not an outright sale.
spinning off parts of it. Oh, that's bright. I'm
It
dead.
is
I'm
very
blind.
bright. Here
Microsoft has
comes the
considered
sun.
spinning off
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Xbox. Xbox is struggling. Yeah, we know. While no restructuring is imminent, all the
Really?
options remain on the table. The information reported Microsoft operates professional networks, LinkedIn, and software development platform GitHub as wholly owned subsidiary. Oh, wait, Microsoft owns LinkedIn and GitHub? I didn't know that.
Really?
Okay, so they're going to spin off bits and pieces, I guess, here and there to do their own thing.
To be fair, I'm kind of for that.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing wrong with that.
But mostly just because I don't like it when, you know, corporations own too many things. Not that
Yeah,
I don't blame everything on corporations. I don't think it's evil to have a successful corporation or something like that, but there just is the problem of consolidation of power. It usually leads to completely bad things rather consistently. Do 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 do.
yeah, there's not too much there.
Oh, thank God.
Obsidian's being sued in a class action lawsuit.
What?
Yeah,
Systemic
Obsidian's
pattern of
sued.
wage and hour violations? Okay, anytime someone says systemic now, I just kind of look at them
Yeah, I'm just
like that
like,
dog image, where you're really, like, side-eyeing really hard. Like, if my face
let's
gets stuck like this, I'm gonna look very suspicious for the rest of my life, but
see. The lawsuit, which seemingly first went to court in October 2025, was raised by the plaintiff Victoria Turner, a
a
QA
QA lead.
lead
Ugh.
who reportedly worked on The Outer Worlds 2, which failed to meet expectations, by the way.
Bro, there's so much wrong in that one little blurb. Okay,
It was a
A, it's the
QA lead.
woman, 2, it's QA, and 3, it's Outer Worlds 2. Bro, can you miss harder with those swings? Like,
Uh, I'm surprised they paid you at all, to be totally honest.
it's like, well, you kind of didn't do your job, so
I mean, the game was trash, so I don't know what to tell you
I'm
guys.
like, I don't think that you qualities that very well.
No, can you stop messing with my mic? You're hitting like, I don't know what you're doing up here, puppy. Sit down. I don't have a shot collar, so that doesn't work here.
Place.
Place, Scarlet, Place. She doesn't
You
listen.
have to actually like hate your dog though to actually, be able to say it effectively.
That's true. She'll never
Yeah.
listen to me on that. Let's see. According to the court papers, Obsidian is accused of increasing its profits by violating state wages and hour laws. How do you violate state wages? Did they pay you less than the minimum wage? Like, is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
And failing to pay all wages, including minimum. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Did they put you on salary? Is that what happened? did they salary you so they technically didn't have to pay you overtime or anything?
Now that is such a diabolical thing. I've
Like,
already told my
that is,
bosses.
I've heard of places doing that and stuff, and it's like, "No, I
Yeah.
think I'll stay hourly."
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's
And the
like,
thing is that, for me at least, they're like, "Well, you can make more money and you have more flexibility," and I'm like, "Yeah, but if I have to work overtime and I'm not getting paid for it," I remember there was a civil war fought over that, so I'm not gonna do it. So, like, uh
yeah, see, I don't know how anybody even gets away with doing this kind of stuff too. It is also accused of failing to provide meal periods and rest breaks. It's like, lady, do you know how you fix this? Hey, Joe, I'm going on lunch. See you in 30. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all you got to do. Or see you in an hour. That's all you got to do. You get up, you go do it. And if anyone tries to stop you, there's labor laws that won't allow that. Like, you can just be like, you can't prevent me from eating lunch.
See, I feel like I need context for this. I'm
Like,
like,
I do. I need
give me a
context
for
too.
instance. Show me how this looked in real life because that sounds illegal, but also it sounds like something that wouldn't be allowed on a company-wide scale. Like at my company, you have to take a lunch because well, also we're in California and it sucks, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Obsidian I think is over there too.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know where's Obsidian at. They're owned by Microsoft, which is in
Oh yeah,
California.
it's in California. So that's the thing, like we have to take lunch breaks and everything like that, and it has to show up on your timesheet that you took a
Yeah,
lunch
like
break. Now they might
California
say,
is pretty.
"Oh, well, we're doing working lunches,but that's not a thing." What do you mean
Yeah, they're in
rest breaks?
Irvine.
I don't know what that means.
They're in
Um,
Irvine, and California is pretty. What's the word? Like they enforce that shit, right?
yeah, yeah, they're very, very nanny. They
Like,
feel like it's their job to tell
I
you
mean,
what
heck,
you can
even
and
my
cannot do. Like,
company.
me personally, I don't benefit greatly from an extended lunch period. I'm like, "Look, I just need enough time to go get my food and then sit back at my desk. Don't make me stop working and then try and expect me to come back and be, like, productive. Like, no, no, that's not gonna happen. You threw off my groove. I'm done. Day's over. We're good. You made me stop working, so I've stopped working now. So go away." But, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like
I need to I would need to see examples. Like, what is she talking about? Just saying that means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. And it's just one chick, or is it, like, a group of people? Have other people
it's
signed
not.
on to this?
It's just not that. It's a class action, and it looks like it's one person, right? The class action covers all persons currently or formerly employed by any or
Yeah.
all of the defendants as non-exempt
So
employees in the state of
she's
California.
suing on behalf of herself and everyone like her.
Yeah,
So if she wins, then everybody does it, but it doesn't look like people have, like, come out of the woodwork to sign on to it with her in the first place. Um,
let's see. The plaintiff who wants to clarify all members of the class who separate their employment with any or all the defendant at any time between October 9th, 2022 and the date of the class certification. Seeking monetary reliefs. Obsidian, of course, says they did nothing wrong.
Yeah, they're saying that it's untrue, and I'm like, I need to understand how this was implemented. What do you mean? You mean like you were trying to go and get lunch and they were like, "No, we're gonna lock the doors. You ain't going nowhere. There's no food in here. We're putting bug spray in the air. You all the food's poison now." Like,
I
what?
just want to know if she was salaried or not. Like, that's
Yeah.
my biggest thing, is out of curiosity. It's like, were you salaried and then somebody on TikTok gave you a course of how much money you could have made if you weren't salaried or something? Is that what happened here? You're just pissed off at it now? This isn't going to tell me anything different.
Yeah,
Damn
it's
it.
the exact same thing, and I'm just like, I need to understand how this looks. How did this happen? What do you mean? Like, are you just saying that you
Okay.
wanted to take 2-hour lunches and they were like,
Read the
"Nah, homie, we
PDF
need you back here."
file. Let's see. Apparently, Obsidian hired Fisher failed to fight it. Official answer. So is this it? not gonna go searching in there for that. That's the same thing that already came up, didn't it? So it doesn't actually show us anything. So I'm not gonna pay for these documents.
Yeah, well, the thing is that also, I mean, I'm not sure if the full thing has been filed, with all of the examples therein. So I don't know. I guess so. I guess it has, but
Yeah, I mean, it apparently happened, or what was it? It was first filed and
well, I'm not sure. Aren't there stages like you
it seemingly
you?
first went to court in October
Oh,
2025, right? And are we appealing it or is it still in court?
hmm.
I don't know. I'm just actually curious to know if she goes paid or if she was salary or not. I have a
That would
feeling
make
she was
sense.
salary.
That would make sense as to why she would be whining about that, but also, and then she calculated her hours and then said, according to the maths that I've done, and I'm just like, well, that sounds like a you problem, Fred.
Yeah. And it's like you signed that contract. That's a you issue there.
Yeah, and
But
but the thing is that that is totally a way to get got. Signing on to salary. Salary is for
mhm.
suckers.
Yeah, I don't do salary.
Unless you can do
Ah,
comp time, and say, "Look, I did this much overtime. You guys don't pay for overtime,
there,
therefore I'm taking this many hours off when there's downtime or something like
there's
that."
got to be like some really good benefits for me to ever take salary.
Well, comp time was fantastic back when
So
they used to have comp time at our company. So, basically, that means that you don't get paid for overtime, but all of the time that you've worked over beyond your 8 hours, which is what you've agreed to work for this company, all of that time that you work, you get to take that many hours off.
yeah,
So, if you worked 12 hours, well, next week when it's slower, you can take that additional 4 hours somewhere else. You go,
yeah,
have a half day or whatever. And so that totally makes sense because then you're not working for free. But if you never get compensated in any way, shape, or form for your overtime, yeah, that's predatory. That's getting got, man.
what you doing, puppy?
That's that's the stuff that they fought the wars for. So,
Yeah. So Xbox is raising its prices.
are we going to talk about
Xbox
the other
also
prices?
came out and said consoles are too expensive. Oh, and here's us raising the prices. Um, so yeah, who wants to rent their Xbox? Yay!
So we've got the Steam Cube and we've got this I don't know, rectangle.
Well, this is the fridge. This is the Xbox fridge.
The fridge. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I see that. I see that.
it's a fridge. Um, so yeah. Oh, and they took away, I think, or they took away the 2 gigabyte or two
Terabyte.
terabyte
Yeah.
version because
What's that
apparently, I
about?
guess they had a 2 terabyte version. I was like, oh, you guys are getting rid of that? Well, that kind of sucks.
Hmm. Do they
Oh yeah,
have well
discontinued 2 terabyte.
do they have expansion slots for memory?
I don't know.
Hmm. Well,
I
so
don't know much about the current consoles because I don't have one.
me neither.
So, well, I've got a PS5, but I've not really needed to expand memory. It's got SD slots in it. I assume the Xbox has one too.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the thing. Like if it doesn't have expansion slots, then that is from the devil. But if it does, then
I mean, when Call of Duty is, taking up 300 and some gigs.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Anyway, so the Steam machine dropped, and I am so disappointed. I was looking so
Disappointed.
forward to my companion cube here, and I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
This will just about
And
get
you
a
have
little
to get the
bitter.
2 terabyte model.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted too. Because when they were like, "We got a 512 and a 2 terabyte model," I was like, "Okay, well, obviously I have to get the 2 terabyte model."
Well, the 2
And then I
terabyte
saw
model is
the
only
price.
$300 more. I mean, by percentage, that's like so much more. That's 1.5 gigabytes more space than the base version.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
like, why even bother making a 512?
I
I
don't know
mean,
any like what
guys,
games run that. I mean, to be fair, you know what? There are a lot of like little indie. games on Steam that are actually optimized, so never mind. I
I
withdraw
mean,
that question.
Final Fantasy right now, if you want to play the new Final Fantasy game, okay?
Mhm.
So you got remake, right? That thing was like 70 some gigs. And then where's the other one? Integrate here. That's 159 gigs for Rebirth.
Yeah.
Just for those two games alone, you're
Yeah.
already pushing over 200 gigs of space. And it's just like, guys, 512 is not enough space
It's
for game.
absolutely, but again, it would just depend on what kinda games you play. If you're playing, like, nothing but, like, Cult of the Lamb or something like that, then maybe it's
Yeah, I
not
mean, if you're
terrible.
playing something smaller, like Kerrigan here or Volgar here, these things are like 200 megabytes, 300 megabytes.
Yeah.
Kind of games there. I guess that's just like a couple of gigs or whatnot. But that's one thing. But a lot of these other games, the big ones and stuff, my gosh, 512 is not enough unless
Yeah, so
unless you
maybe
want
that
one game and one game only.
pretty much. Yeah, so maybe that's the idea behind it, that if you get the 512 is because you play, like, the smaller games on here. You're not looking for, like, the next big thing. You're not looking for the next Shadows or something like that.
I was just
Um,
so disappointed. I was like, and my kid was just like, Dad, Steam Machine, they've released prices and a date. And I was like, I know. It's like, so you're going to get one? It's like, I can't afford it. I mean, I want to. And it's like, well, how much is it? It's like, it's nowhere near what I thought it might be. There's just no affording that right now.
yeah,
Oh
I just
gosh,
ugh.
like, jeez. The AI thing, as much as I love AI and have fun with it and stuff, it is brutal. What it's doing to the prices.
Yeah. Well, this is all an AI thing, or is this something else?
Well, I mean, that's what everything's been blamed on at this point, right? Was
Yeah, but
AI.
sometimes people lie, so there's
Well,
that.
I mean, there's that too. It's like, if I remember correctly, one of the main companies that even made memory sort of like dropped out of the consumer market altogether just to focus on like the AI data center cells and stuff, and that didn't help, right? So there's a lot of other things that I'm sure that are in the works. I just don't know what they are right now. I'd have to deep dive to find them out. But anyway, so apparently Tencent is talking about offloading several of their games in Japan,
Hmm,
or their investments anyway.
hmm.
Yeah, that's happening. Apparently, they're looking to invest more into Korean markets. I
Oh,
wonder
wow.
why.
You know what's funny? So, like, they're what are they trying to offload? Which
Uh,
ones?
it it doesn't really it specifies like
Well, they're in
marvelous games,
Japan. Are
right?
they s Do you think that they're
But
thinking that
there's a lot of them they're looking at to offload, but they didn't get too specific about who.
hmm,
So,
yeah, well,
and
okay,
they have their tendrils in like
I
hundreds
know.
of games. Like they own Epic, or not Epic. They own who does League of Legends? Riot for the most part.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, is it possible that they're doing this because if they were saying that we're going to be pulling out of some of the Western markets, mostly just because we see that the Western markets are retarded and they're
Well,
not the future,
see,
whereas
that's the
Korea
thing. The
is.
things they're kind of what they're kind of like offloading onto. That's the going theory is they're offload or they're pulling out of the Japanese companies that are sort of being influenced by the West, and this is one of them. Right? This is what is it? The
What does
Senor
Marvelous
Kagura's
do?
huh?
What do they do? What games have they been responsible for?
I think this one does like what is it? It's the one with the anime girls and the shooting and stuff, I think, or something
Oh,
like
that
that. I
one,
can't remember
dude.
what it's called.
It's Japan. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, see, they they flubbed up because they decided to westernize, I guess, with it or something, and that was a while ago. I can't remember what it's called. Dude, is this not this? I mean, that's the company, but what freaking games do they do?
I don't know.
Game list. Give me something decent to look at here, guys. Um,
This story was kind of sad, but
Sinner Kagra, that's what it was. Okay. Um, Other things they do is Story of Seasons, which is what Harvest Moon turned into. Roan Factory, which is similar to Sun Haven, but not as good. Uh, I like Roan Factory. I like the fourth one. The fifth one was a bit bland. Action titles, they include No More Heroes, which I heard was decent. But yeah, they've been kind of touched with that modern audience touch in recent years and changing how they were going to redo things or do things differently.
hmm
But yeah, it seems that's what they're sort of might be removing is studios that have been touched with the modern audience touch, you know?
well, that makes sense, honestly, because they're
Which
just like,
does.
yeah.
But
I
they
mean,
also have stuff from Soft, and apparently, I guess that was going to be unaffected, which
hmm
I don't see why that would be because they make bank.
they do, they do.
So, but yeah,
Unless
they
you're
didn't
just
get too much
offloading
into it. They were
non-performing
just
stock.
talking about divesting out of parts of the Japan market. So, and it seemed like what little we did get out of it, which happened to be marvelous, we're just like, okay, so it's anything the West touched. Got it. So, a Zelda fan has abandoned the Ocarina of Time remake they spent 10 years working on.
See, the thing is that I'm just like, what were you planning on doing with it? Like, you knew this was never gonna work though, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Nintendo hadn't even stepped on him yet,
well, I mean, maybe he's
to be
just making
totally
it for
honest.
himself and in his own basement or something like that would be fine. And what were you gonna do with it? I have no idea. But like, if you're just doing it for the lulz and for your own edification, that's cool. But like, you knew that you could never release this and sell it, right? Like,
Yeah, and I mean, I get it.
I mean, it's sad, but
Especially,
also like, what? Why?
I mean,
Like,
the only
this
thing I can
changes
think of
nothing.
was he was to do it and then he was to release it, right? And like any Pokemon ROM hack, it gets lost into the ether, and hopefully Nintendo can't take it down.
Maybe, but I mean,
Uh,
he could still do that if he wants. Like, why not?
yeah, I mean he
I
can,
mean,
but
literally nothing has changed. There's literally no change in this except they're officially doing one that would become um
see,
he didn't want to step on
that's
Nintendo's
the
product,
thing. If he's drumming up or people know about it, right?
I
He can get
guess.
himself sued by Nintendo
For what?
for existing. That's all Nintendo needs.
I don't think
Um,
that that works.
yeah, well, it does if you're Nintendo.
Well, no, that's if you're Nintendo and you're in Japan, maybe. He just round you up
Well,
in those Mario sacks or something, toss you
I
off the
can
Rainbow Bridge.
understand that that's a huge deterrent for a lot of people. So that's why we don't get a whole lot of anything except for maybe some really crappy Pokemon ROM hack type things half the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, no, I don't know because I don't play
Oh,
that game.
well, okay, I'm sorry. I know. Uh, because every time what had happened was every time that somebody did release like a fan game or something like that,
Mhm.
Nintendo came in and quashed it for the longest time for years.
But, I
Like
mean, we
they
knew
went
that
to
was gonna
great lengths to get it removed from anything and everything for the longest time. So I mean, it's one thing make it for yourself, put it in the basement, and you and five friends are the only people who ever get to experience it. But if he puts it online, there's a high likelihood Nintendo sends their lawyers after the guy, and I doubt he's got the resources to even attempt to fight back, whether it's you know legal or not. So it just sucks that it happened, though.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's
I've
it's
seen bits and pieces of the progress it looked like from this over the years, and it looked really good. And I didn't know it was an actual full blown project somebody was working on until that. So,
yeah, it just seems like it was like, well, I mean, this was always going to be an exercise in futility, my dude. Like, I'm
mm,
confused.
well, it is what it is now.
It so much is what it is. It cannot be otherwise. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I hope that he continues doing it just for his own lols. But or just
And then drop it onto the internet through somebody, please.
yeah, or he can repurpose it and make it into something that's kind of different. That
Yeah.
doesn't look like a one for one shot remake if he can.
Yeah, I still want to see this play. Anyway, so ready to get lame and gay?
I don't care about Grand Theft Auto. I've never cared about Grand Theft Auto. I don't understand Grand Theft Auto. I don't understand people who play Grand Theft Auto. I am the anti-audience for this game. So you're just gonna have to take the lead, and I'm just gonna be like, that sounds stupid. Go ahead.
Well, apparently it's been banned in a couple of countries now. Hmm, which honestly isn't unexpected.
No, it's a game glorifying thuggery. So
Yeah, I
no.
mean, it's been banned or I'm sorry, banned in one country, not two, uh, for encouraging murder, theft, and violence. The Takastan banned GTA, claiming the series incites crime. So
Well,
I have no idea how to say that word. So it's Tukastan now. Uh,
I could say it, but I'm not gonna.
Tukastan. Anyway, that's what it is. They've banned it, and that's all we have to know about that. Anyway, no. So yeah, I'm afraid this game's gonna have like no teeth. Um, Yeah. I was
What do you
playing
mean?
some Okay, so I was playing some GTA San Andreas recently because I've talked about it that I've never actually finished a Grand Theft Auto game. I
Oh
played the
no.
story to unlock parts of the city just so I can dick around in the city, right? And drive the cars and shoot everybody and stuff like that. Get the tank, fly around in the tank. But I've never really played for the story for the most part. So I started playing San Andreas for the story.
Mhm.
And I've heard more M bombs in one cutscene than I think I have seen or heard in the entire last three DLC drops of GTA Online.
That's kind of a thing, isn't it?
Um, yeah, so I don't think it has teeth like old GTA did. And I can
Yeah.
understand why people enjoyed it, like the thuggery and everything. Like it had teeth, it had bite to it.
Yeah.
But the new stuff, re-listening to like the Dax stuff and things like that, they're so tame compared to old GTA. It is like, wow, you guys really fucked this game up, did you? If anyone pays, takes the time to actually pay attention to you guys talking, old GTA, the main characters for like old GTA would have probably have shot all of you in the head and just left at that point and walked on somewhere because you guys are just so annoying compared to, the old stuff. But
So
yeah,
you
I,
think
I
that it's
just
gonna
don't
be
think it has
more
teeth.
feminine
Now,
coded?
I think it's going to sell millions. Don't get me wrong, but compared to like GTA 5 story mode back in the day or GTA 4 or prior to it, it's not got I don't think it's going to have the teeth.
Do you think it's gonna have, just rush to buy without, or do you think it's gonna have people
Oh yeah,
who
everybody's going to rush to buy this game. I mean,
okay.
heck, there's an account out there trying to claim that they have access to the pre-orders for this game apparently now, and it's talking about like 30 million pre-orders and then the next day 52 million pre-orders, and every time it says that there's a suggested note going nobody knows how many pre-orders there are because nobody's mentioned anything. Like only Rockstar knows what is doing this, and there's the date that we'll all find out and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, guys, come on. But no, everybody's been waiting for this game for so long. It's going to be like a rush on the system, and everybody's storefronts are probably going to crash
Yeah.
at the same time. And yeah, the worst part is they did the thing and raised the price to $100, and I hate it.
Yeah. See,
Hate it so much.
what they should have done instead of calling it official and ultimate, because the ultimate they locked it looks like they locked a lot of content behind that.
They did. There's going to be buildings in the city that you can walk up to, and it's going to be like, you don't have the ultimate. You can't come in here. It's
I
like,
mean,
what? It's like, how do you do that in a single player game? You're locking off
yeah.
body shops, tattoo parlors, weapons, and all this other stuff. It's like, I get it, locking a skin or something. It's like you don't have access to the cop hat or some bullshit like that. You
Yeah.
know,
Like, you can
but
get extra stuff in game that is usually cosmetic and not very important at all. But when you start locking away like complete areas or something like that, that's when it starts to
yeah,
feel very egregious. It starts to
eh,
feel predatory.
this is totally like a page from EA, and they can get away with it, which is the
Yeah.
sad part. Like
Because
they're apparently putting missions behind this paywall and all this other stuff too. It's like, yeah, that's totally an EA thing for you to do.
yeah, because I mean the point was made that there are plenty of places that do this. There are plenty of games that do this. I know Wukong did this where, if you order the deluxe edition, you get like an extra robe or something like that and a mask and something like that. But it's not like you can't go to this area of the forest, like that's a bit much, you can't fight like half the bosses or something like that. Like that seems to be like I feel like you're giving me half a game. I mean, honestly, it would have been better to just say GTA GTA official is $100, but you can play the light version or something like that, kind of like when they did the Switch and the Switch Lite. Maybe that would have been better and just say that the light version is $80 or $60 or something like that. Like if you're a broke boy, just say so, that kind of thing. And
That's all right because that's exactly what's happening online right now. You got people complaining about the $100, then you have the defenders. Well, you're a broke boy, just say so. And it's like, guys, really? We taking the Pokemon defense there? Is that
I'm like, you do
necessary?
know we only use that ironically, right? We don't
Uh,
say it like we actually mean it cuz
and now they're at war because we're separating the poors from the hat or the haves from the have-nots type deal with GTA 6 of all things. Yeah, they're officially raising that price to 80. And you know what? Not a single other AAA developer will ever be able to produce a game, I don't think, that will be on that level. And they think they're going to. That's the sad part is, and they're going to price for it too, just like
Yep.
Nintendo did. And then they're going to have to backtrack because nobody's going to buy their game at that price
Yeah, I
because that's what Nintendo did.
I
Puppy.
do wonder if I do wonder if they're going to be able to live up to the hype or if this is going to set back all these other studios that were planning on being able to raise the price to that. Because I know everybody's looking at this now and going, what are the people gonna do?
Oh yeah, everybody else moved out of the way of it, and they're changing their release dates accordingly now.
Dude, and how many times did people change their release dates because they thought that GTA 6 was coming in at that
It's
time?
it's been multiple times now, but now we've got official
Yeah,
time.
sure.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
there's no disc, right?
Of
Uh,
course. Why
you
would you get
can
a disc
buy
if
the
you pay a
physical
100
copy
whole
and get a
dollars? You're
download
just renting it, dude. You're
disc.
just renting your license for
Yeah,
$100. I'm
I'm.
sorry.
I
I'm
don't
a little
know.
salty.
Um, let's see. Take Two share prices decreased by 1% apparently, but it's not. I don't know. It went down for some reason, which I'm not sure why.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue to even look at, to be honest. Well, let's see. Launches on November 19th. Preloads start November 12th.
Wait, what?
Standard
What does that
edition
mean?
preloads mean you can install part of the game. prior to launch, making it easier to download. I guess it's an attempt to not crash the servers.
All right, that's actually clever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Standard edition is 80. Ultimate edition, which actually includes the whole game, is 100.
15 plus in-game bonuses. If it
Yeah,
was just clothes, I'd be like, whatever.
yeah. If it was clothes and tank tops or something, sure. But no, it's entire stores, entire vehicles, weapons. Oh,
It's
but
just, it's
anyway,
a bit much, guys.
pre-orders begin on June 25th at midnight. Pre-orders and purchases before November 20th will get the Vintage Vice City pack. Oh, that includes more stuff for that Vintage Vice City.
Yeah.
You can purchase the Ultimate Edition upgrade, of course. You know, if you're too broke now, don't worry. You can join the high rollers later. Um,
Save up all of your pennies.
no disc is included in the physical version, just a download code. Um,
Why would you get, do you just want the case? Is that why you would get the physical version?
Now, I've seen that they apparently are planning to ship a digital version in December, but I don't know how accurate that is. And the
You mean a
thought
physical?
is to prevent leaks, is the thought behind why they didn't do a single actual physical copy
Well,
prior.
just do what you used to do. Put it in the stores, but you don't. But the stores are open at like midnight. You'd be standing out there.
See,
Those
they're
were the
afraid
days, man.
somebody's going to jack a copy and start showing it off to the world.
Well, you know what? This is the game that they would do it for too, and everybody would
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
"You kind of got to respect it, man." I mean, that is the
Uh,
game.
let's see. No mentions of a new online mode being included. Well, yeah, I mean, it took what, a year before we had something like online or GTA Online
But
for
I
5.
mean, it's not like they don't know that this is something that people want for this game.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
why
I
they
mean,
wouldn't
it's
just.
not going to launch with it. I guarantee it will be like out in about a year. They'll be talking about it.
Why?
So, because they've been busy with the game, online mode is takes less to deal with, I guess.
Now
Once it's been out.
they want you to get involved in all that story. I mean, I thought that the main thing about this game was like being able to play it with your friends and like cause mayhem and go on like missions and shoot people in the head.
Oh yeah, but it's always a story game first, so or it's always been a single player game. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know
GTA
nothing.
Online was like lightning in a bottle, so I guarantee they're gonna redo it for 6. But because they've already been talking about how this is like the last few updates for GTA Online.
Mhm.
So they're probably going to release a GTA Online 6 in about a year or so. It just takes them that long to get around to it. Let's see. Sony says it plays best on the PS5, by the way. So if you don't have a PS5, you're screwed. Buy a PS5 Pro Enhance. It plays best on that.
Really? Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
Yeah. Oh, and I don't think it's getting a PC release either. It's just getting an Xbox and PlayStation release.
What?
Support DualSense features, haptic feedbacks. I don't care.
Really? It's not. Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it was getting a release on Steam, but it wasn't.
I don't know. Let me look. I could have swore it was only coming out. Yeah.
I thought that they were saying that it might not be released on Xbox or something crazy like that, and we were like, "No, that sounds wrong." And it
No,
turns out that was
I'm
wrong.
getting a PC release.
He
Um.
said,
Yeah. Oh, jeez, dog. That was my nose.
"Yeah, you have a dog in your face. It's going to like eat it." So
Well, I'm trying to work around it. Release
that's very hard to do.
systems.
Usually, you just have to like put the dog down.
Well, the dog won't stay down.
It could, it could. You just
Okay.
have to want it.
See, supported platforms. This game will launch on the PS5, PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S. Excluded platforms. There are no plans for the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. 2. PC availability. A PC version has not been announced. However, based on Rockstar's historical release pattern, roughly 12 to 18 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm not even going to get the chance to play it. See, you won't know that I'm not the poor's, or I'm the poor's, whatever it is, because I won't be able to play it.
Isn't PC more popular these days? Like, I thought that it was pretty
It
popular.
is, but PlayStation and Xbox are currently in a. They're not doing so hot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm just like,
So that's why they've been abandoning plans for PC lately.
mhm.
Yeah, or
Hmm.
trying to anyway.
All
Physical
right.
copies GTA be download code only. Oh, but also what's funny is the fact that they said there would be a physical copy. All right, puppy, down.
Yeah.
So apparently, Take Two CEO denies rumor that GTA 6 will be digital only at launch. So, and well, that's no longer the case. So that happened.
Um. Yeah. And said that's not true. Technically, he used Visa words. He never said there would be a disc. He claimed a strong physical presence.
Yeah.
That's horrible. A strong physical presence.
Yes.
Guys, guys, I think that we've got something new in our lexicon. I believe we may be using that.
Let's see. Dispels any doubts about physical release, reiterating the game will have a substantial physical presence. That's a new one.
That's fantastic. I love it so much. You have no idea how much I love that. That is like the best.
Yeah, it definitely has a physical presence, I guess.
It's a strong physical presence, Theo. Strong physical
It's
presence.
strong physical presence.
Is it?
Puppy, what you doing? I don't know what you're eating, but I need to make you stop real quick.
Did you do that? No, not really, but I did have a strong presence, so I just oh man, that's so great. All right, what is this? Grand Theft Auto 6 locks access to several in-game stores and customization options behind its Ultimate Edition. This includes specific tattoo shops, mod shops, vehicle upgrades, and certain custom vehicle features, which are only available with the higher tier. Other stores remain accessible in the standard edition. It really depends on what it is, like how much stuff it is. Like I said, I don't care very much about cosmetics. So if this is cosmetic stuff, then fine. But when it feels like you're being locked out of areas, that's kind of when it sucks. But I
I
mean,
mean,
the
you're
thing is
getting
that,
locked out of an entire mod shop. That's gotta suck.
but if the mods are all are predominantly just physical aspects and stuff, then I guess that's fine. It's and the thing is
Well,
that because it's not online, it's not going to be like you're able to see other people going to that area. Like that area just might not exist in your iteration.
no, it apparently exists.
No, like, you won't be able to see it, like, it'll be, like, blank or, like, random building that you just
Apparently,
can't
this
go
is what
into.
you're gonna get if you try to walk in there. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, like
You don't
it's
even
going
get
to
beat up by
exist
some
in the
random
game.
dude at the door who says you can't come in? Come
It
on.
apparently is going. These things are going to exist in game. You're going to be able to walk up to them. You're just not going to be able to get in without the VIP pass.
So they're gonna just kind of, like, make it obvious that you can't do this thing. That see, that's scuzzy. Guys, come on, do better. Do bet They don't wanna do better. They wanna kind of, like, make you want to buy it. They want your extra $20. They demand the $20.
Yeah, I mean, until we actually get in the game, we won't know for sure if that's what it's going to be.
But, I mean, if
But
it has that screen that just pops up, that would suck. Like, just make something that's, in game that makes it make sense, you know? Some guy, you have to buy a certain sort of pass from Rocco or something like that, and the only way to get it is to get it through this pass. And then,
Mm.
or otherwise you try to go in there and you get beat up and they take some of your stuff or something, you get robbed if you keep trying to go over there. That would be funny. I would be like, "You know what? Respect. I appreciate the 12 extra minutes of thought that was put into this, not just like a screen that says, "Uh-oh, can't do that because you're a broke boy."
Oh, they need to add that now. Like that needs to play every time you try to log into it. Ah, they should hire you. Oh yeah, apparently exclusive vehicle weapons outfit card modification shop. Then you've got the stuff that is, you know, cosmetic, special locations, additional activities and experiences throughout the story.
See, that's a
Oh yeah,
thing.
different missions and stuff that are apparently going to be locked behind it too.
See, that's kind of a thing. That's
Ugh.
that's bothersome.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I mean, I don't like this game, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'd want it to fail
I mean,
because
I'm waiting for GTA 6 online to happen because
Mhm.
that's probably how I'm gonna play it. Because I'm never gonna actually play it. But anyway, so we
Wait,
got this.
pre-ordering automatically signs you into a subscription by default to GTA Plus. Pre-orders went up early in some regions, and this is what they saw. If true, this is an awfully dark pattern via Reddit. Oh, well, I didn't see that then.
Oh well, somebody needs to read.
Click on it. What does it say? Dude, that's really small on my screen.
Okay, so let me get this straight. When you pre-order the game, it signs you up for auto-renewing subscriptions. No, it does not. Anyway, pre-order GTA Grand Theft Auto 6 and get 1 month of GTA Plus on PS 5 at no extra cost. Subscriptions continues until canceled. Offer ends 19th November 2026. You will receive a confirmation email with redemption instructions. Your GTA Plus subscription is non transferable and can only be redeemed on the account used to pre order the game. Must be redeemed by 31st March 2027. Pre order, immediate payment required. For more information on pre ordering, including how to cancel your pre order, see Sony Entertainment Network, blah, 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 blah. So it sent you an email with how to set up your PS or how to set up your GTA Plus.
What is GTA Plus?
GTA Plus is this it's like $6 or something a month, if I remember correctly, $6 or $7. If you play a lot of GTA Online, it's actually not half bad if you're going to have a subscription service with this game, like playing any other MMO. It's insanely cheap and it has a lot of bang for its buck. If you're not playing a lot of GTA, like it's not your life thing to play, you don't need to spend the $6, guys. You
Yeah,
really
I mean,
don't.
you're already spending 80 to
Um,
$100, so $72 probably isn't more money that you wanna give to this company.
let's
Um,
see. But the plus here it is. Okay, GTA Plus essentially gives you a bunch of extra things. Like they give you in the current iteration, it gives you like $500,000 each month. During its thing, it gives you access to the Vinewood Club, which has a assortment of vehicles, like
okay,
10
so this
vehicles
isn't
you
new
can
for
bring.
them, giving
Yeah,
you, like, locking
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
behind
This
extra
isn't a
pay.
new thing. This is a thing of five where this actually is one of those you can't walk in here unless you pay for it kind of deal, but it's a
Mhm.
reoccurring of subscription. So there's one building, it's down at the docks, it's the Vinewood Derby or Vinewood Car Club, whatever it's called, right? And you can go into the showroom. They'll give you one free vehicle, whatever that month's vehicle is. This month it is the Ocelot Stormberg, which is a pretty neat thing. It turns into a submarine. That's kind of cool. Uh, you can get that for free, and then you have like these other vehicles that are at usually a pretty good discount that other players don't get access to unless they pay for this service. It
Mhm.
also gives you a variety of other things in your phone where you can like claim insurance claims for free and hire people to do various things and test drive all those vehicles that are actually in their shop. If you don't want to just straight up buy it, you can test drive it and have it hand delivered to you wherever you are in game. So you can go test drive it out, blow it up, whatever. Nobody cares. You didn't even have to pay for it. So I mean, it's not too bad for a in-game subscription for an MMO service kind of thing. It gives pretty decent bang for its buck. But unless you're playing like Grand Theft Auto, like that is your life game,
Mhm.
do you really need it? It's one of those. But according to the thing here, it gives you, or they send you an email so you can sign up for it, which of course requires you to sign up for uh Rockstar's GTA's website or whatever it is, right?
Hmm.
Which of course, funnels you into that. And then essentially, you input the code, and depending on whether it requires you a card to actually start the activation or not, you may or may not actually have to remove your card after you've redeemed it. So, and you
So
don't
it's
have
not
to.
really like
So it's not
it's
really you
giving you,
pre-order.
you can have a free
Yeah,
month of this thing if you sign up for it, but you don't have to sign up for it.
yeah, that's what's happening there.
Okay. I mean, it's still
It
kind of
sounded
it's
worse.
still kind of predatory, especially since don't I mean, they don't this game doesn't have that. Like, you can't use it with this game, so you might think that you could, right? I mean, is there something that you could possibly use GTA Plus, um, with
No, it's
this?
just purely for 5.
Yeah, so, like, the thing
Yeah.
is that I think that there might be people who wouldn't know that.
Well, I mean, what else are they gonna use it on?
I
There
don't
is
know,
no
that's the
other
thing,
GTA
like,
online.
but
I
that's the
mean,
thing
I'm
though, like,
sure
normies who are just like, "Oh, look, new game and everybody's talking about it, maybe I should look
I
at it."
mean, they pre-order it, they get an email says, "Hey, you get 1 month of free GTA 5 Plus for Grand Theft Auto Online." And then they have to discover what Grand Theft Auto Online is if they don't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't see anything. This isn't as scummy as we're trying as people are trying to make it out to be.
Well, I don't like it, but sure. I mean, I don't like it just because I don't like that type of thing anyway, the whole, "Get a free month," to kind of, like, hope that you forget.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. It depends on if it needs your credit card to redeem that or not. Um, I mean, with other things, when they give away like free months or stuff, usually sometimes you don't, or depending on what it is, you don't have to do that, right?
Mhm.
They give you a code, you input the code, and it's like, all right, you've got X amount of days, and you don't have a card linked to it.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Mhm.
it just depends on how they have it set up. But I'm not going to buy GTA 6 to just figure that out. So, somebody else is going to have to figure it out for me. I guess, and let us know if they really want to do that.
So all that to say we don't really know. Alright.
Yeah, we don't really know. And even if they do, just remember once you redeem your month to go back in and delete your card from the system. So
Yeah, because that's
that's the
totally
only
something
advice
that
I
you
can tell
should.
you. If you want to redeem it, that's cool. Go for it. Just remember, remove your card. I mean, it doesn't cost that much either, but
Mhm.
at the same time, you don't want to be one of these people who had like $7 drained out of your account for the next 18 years because you forgot you had a renewing subscription to GTA 5's online,
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, and two video game retailers are deciding to not sell GTA 6 because it doesn't have a physical copy.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is. Especially since that's all they deal in are physical copies of games.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. I was like, "Well, I mean, if they're a brick and mortar store," they're like, "Well, why would
They're
I?"
not even a brick and mortar store.
They're an online store?
Yeah, they're an online store. It's Video Games Plus and Loot Box Gaming. But for the most part, they're sort of an online store. So if there's something that has a physical copy to it, they're selling it um, at those places, and they ship it to you. This place has been operating for 30 years, apparently,
Nice.
or over 30 years, and it was started in 1993.
Dang.
And I feel old
Why? Because you're
because
older than it?
I'm older than it. Uh, let's see. The other thing was called Loot Box Gaming. I like their storefront better.
They're both white, so I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
but it
bright.
just looks more inviting. I don't know. See, like like VGP up here, like in this corner, everything it just looks so. I don't
Dated?
know. Yeah, dated, I guess. Meanwhile, Loot Box Gaming over here has got the fun going on with their logo. Uh, but yeah, they primarily sell physical copies, especially of like digital goods and stuff. I guess if they can get a physical copy of it. And since there is no physical copy, they're not going to carry GTA 6, which I don't think is going to matter one way or the other, but it is what it is.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Bugsby.
Bubsy. Dude, there are like 27 of these games.
It's there.
Yes. The
Uh,
Shantae games. There's
yeah,
like
I
there's
keep
a
seeing
bunch
like
of them.
I keep seeing like these shorts or something about it. I'm just like, how many games are in this one game?
I don't know. Like they're just a bunch of different variations of it,
Yeah.
like
Oh wow.
GTA, I
I
guess.
didn't even know this had a physical set to it. Hexen. Wow. I play that on Steam. I mean, I used to play it on my old computer way back in the day too. So anyway, that's it. That's all we got. That's the end of the road for the night.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, we made it to the end. It happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I saw you were playing something on Monday. Did not look like Spyro.
No, it did not. What was I playing Monday?
I don't remember, but I was busy working and I
Oh,
happened to check over and I was like, that's not Spyro. I was lied to.
yeah, it was Bloodstained Curse of the Moon too. Um, I got it super cheap for like $1. Uh, it was on
This
my
does
list.
not excuse the lying, sir.
I know. I'm sorry. Oh, but I decided to try and play that, and then I lost track of time or I forgot it was Wednesday on Wednesday. So
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about what you did on Wednesday. Just
yeah.
that's fine. That was like the first 20 minutes of the show. So
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, I am playing Twilight Princess still. We actually it was substantially more than I thought was gonna happen. I mean, I was just wandering along and all of a sudden I had to go like I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go to the Goron region." They have no pants, by the way, and their nipples are all rocks. It's weird. It's just disquieting. It is. It is. And there's this one dude who's got like these saggy moobs, and you can't not see it. Like it's like right there. They're saggy and they got all these textures going on. It's so freaking uncomfortable.
Is
So
he
anyway,
really that bad? Well, I mean, this is the HD version, so
yeah.
who the
Yeah,
heck
Uku looks
didn't like it?
creepy. Um,
Oh, let's see. Let's find some nipple Gorons. Oh
yes,
gosh,
this
right,
dude, right there, that guy right there with the
right.
saggy
I
moves,
forgot.
huh?
I forgot how they looked. You're walking up there in steel boots.
Yeah, because the thing
Uh,
is that they're so
oh
heavy
yeah. It's
That
the
you have to
talent.
do you have to sumo wrestle with them?
Yeah, you're sumo wrestling.
Yeah, so we
That's
wound up
good.
sumo wrestling, and I wound up, like I got in this random side quest, though, where I had to, I had to get my horse, and then I got my horse, and then when I came back, one of the kids got kidnapped, and I had to do this whole battle on horseback, make can't drive, and hit this guy while I'm on the horseback, and he's running around. Oh gosh, and then we had to do, like, this
Back, pushing you
game of
back.
chicken on a bridge, and then on top of that, we even still did the fire, what was it? The fire temple. So, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, he got
Um,
me this round. I was annoyed.
I don't know. You're fumbling with him pretty well.
Well, the thing is that you can only move him like 3 steps, so if you're not close enough to the edge, you're not gonna make it. It doesn't matter how many times you grab him.
You just gotta get him closer.
Yeah. So it's
Anyway,
all
so
about
I,
positioning,
I
honestly.
don't know what I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming whatever I feel like. I
He's
guess.
gonna lie to us.
I'm
Don't
not even
listen to
gonna
him.
attempt to predict it because I don't know what I'm going to play.
Dude, the moves, man. It's just ugh,
They're great. They're
ugh.
rock hard.
The saggy rock moves. So,
Uh,
so uncomfortable.
they're rock hard for this sumo match.
It's just the nipples that are rocks, though. The
Yeah,
the rest
well,
of the skin is just whatever. I
you
don't
can
wanna talk
cut
about it.
glass with those.
I was just like, why is this happening?" Yeah, but, yeah, it was, yeah, so if you wanna hear me get, disquieted by the lack of clothing on a lot of these NPCs in this game, yeah, chime in. We got a lot done, though. We got a whole lot done. We, finished off that temple and everything, so yeah, lots of fun, and this is where I beat him. "Yeah, put the person
Got him.
in. Wear a shirt, you exhibitionist,
If you
you."
want to watch more, go over there and take a look. Links are in the description down below. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what I'll be streaming. It's going to be whatever I plan to play, I guess, of that day. I don't know. I can't predict it. I want to play something, then my mind changes sometimes. And with that, though, links, of course, for everybody is down in the description down
Oh, what
below.
time are you playing? You're
It's,
playing on Monday and Wednesdays at 5, right?
yeah, Monday. Oh, yeah, Monday and Wednesday at 5 when I don't forget what day it is.
And I am Thursdays at 4 PM Pacific time, 7 PM Eastern time. For those of y'all in the middle, I believe in you.
That's right. And then
Yeah.
we do this on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So,
Yes.
with that, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.